Nothing hurts you like the pain of someone you love. There ain't nothing you can gain that prepares you enough.
I think with the last album, we were trying to put sounds together that didn't sit next to each other so comfortably. So we were playing bass trombones against xylophones, against theremins, against electronic sounds. With this album, we used a very formal kind of session setup. We used a choir backing, a string section, a horn section, which is a very formal instrumentation, like it's all over every record, from the Stax label, from the High label, from Elvis, from Sly Stone, and it was kind of a way of putting ourselves into a studio situation that we weren't familiar with. So we always knew we were going to go somewhere else with that. It's kind of like trying to make records that are like pushing things to the edge all the time, not relying on what we know and not just treading water and I don't know, just I'm too ambitious to just rely on what I know. I don't make records I don't judge how good our records are by how many people like them or how many people buy them, or I judge them by relative to myself. I judge them as to how I know what I'm able to achieve, and I judge them by how far ahead I've gone from that. So I don't really use the charts or what people's opinions is. Opinions are as a means of saying how good they are. The charts, the world over, reflect the efficiency of record companies. If you're number one in a chart, it just means that your record company is the most efficient at selling your record that week, and that's not relative to music. That's got nothing to do with quality of music or soul of music. I don't really have favourite albums because I listen to everything from Henry Purcell through to Sizzler records, you know. At the moment I'm listening to a lot of Jamaican stuff like Sizzler and Beanie Man, but a lot of drum and bass as well, Spring Hill Jack. I like the Acetone album, but then by no means favourites. I've got records from all over. It's hard to judge Sly Stone against Arvo Part or Captain Beefheart against the 34 Elevators or something. So I think the roots of what we do are in Spaceman, but for me, Spaceman 3 was kind of like Cabaret. We were doing what we knew how to do, and we were playing, kind of like a lot of musicians play. If they have a song on MTV or on the radio, when they play live, they just do a copy of that. It's almost like people judge their live shows by how accurate they are to the record, how faithful a replication they are to the record you've made. And I didn't want to do that. I thought that the stuff I was doing with Spaceman 3 was in the studio was quite far out, quite way out stuff, so I wanted to attempt to do that live. I wanted to make the live show as experimental as we were in the studio. So we started Spiritualized with that in mind, essentially as a live band, but not doing cabaret, not doing what we knew how to do, trying to find ways of making music work that we didn't know what the end result was going to be, and neither did the audience.